It's farm to the table fresh for these high school students.
We just need to make it into smaller pieces so we can throw it in.
They're teens taking part in a program called Food What? But before they can eat it, they've got to roll up their sleeves.
People always ask us, are we growing future farmers? And I say, not really. We're growing strong individuals. And I think agriculture presents a really nice opportunity to learn a lot of these skills in a very empowering way. Grab a bunch and cut it above the ground.
Daron Camarchero is the program's director.
This is an organic farm. Everything we do, we use organic principles and practices.
Here, teens from Natural Bridges High School, like Larry Ariza Jr., are getting the scoop on how to farm sustainably, many for the first time.
I just took this opportunity at first just to see what was out here, something to do on a Friday, but now I found out there's a whole different way of farming besides just using like pesticides. There's like all organic and all that stuff.
All that stuff includes not using chemicals, composting, and of course, getting some dirt under the nails.
Today we planted popcorn and squash and pumpkin.
So what we need to do, and we can all do it, is grab a bowl and you can just pop them off of the kernels.
Senior Kieran Cajuano is on board with the organic approach.
We don't use pesticides at all, so that creates less toxins in the air and is sustainable. What goes into your soil is what's going to go into your body. So if you get nutrient-rich soil that's organic and doesn't have any toxins or pesticides at all, then you're going to eat it and then it's going to help your body. If you start eating those chemicals, then soon enough, you're going to have a couple of problems.
And it's not good for the earth. We got enough bad stuff in the earth already as it is with our cars, so by making the farming, it just makes it 10 times as worse.
A lot of native peoples use this intercrop. Why?
So after these guys get a lesson in how to plant, the harvest begins.
When you're harvesting this spinach, go for nice big leaves and just pluck them off. Just like that. It'll be quicker than using the cut.
We harvest some peas, some spinach, some lettuce, and they're going to grow back as quickly as we pick them, pretty much.
Bet you can guess his favorite.
Has to be the peas. They're the sweetest.
It's really exciting to see them get engaged, and especially some of our youth that wouldn't necessarily shop at a fancy health food store or anything are taking this produce, making a connection with it, bringing it home to their friends or their families, talking about changing habits.
I'm really looking into sustainable agriculture and all the benefits that it does for the world.
Now, it's back to the kitchen, where the controlled chaos begins. In this case, farm fresh veggie tacos guaranteed to satisfy.
Probably the best part of every day. We do great work, we'll bust out a whole few rows, transplanting, whatever, weeding, but it's usually when we eat the meal. It's usually when we sit down and we break bread together. That's where a lot of the pieces sink in. Maybe it's like the stomach activism, but it's when they start saying, oh yeah, we grew that spinach, and now we're cooking that spinach, and this tastes good, and I could do this at home. That's one of the most exciting parts, I think, is when they start to make all those connections and they take a lot of ownership over it.
It's a lesson in farming that goes far beyond what ends up on the plate.
I'm definitely having fun, and I think it's something that everyone should kind of be a part of or have more knowledge about. And it's really change for yourself is a change for the world.
It's kind of amazing to see how you can just change the world by a little bit.